Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Spinnerack. Today, we're going to be looking at Batman Detective Comics 999. Yes, the number 1,000 issue is coming up real soon. And I just want to take a look at what's going on in the comic before that comes out because we're going to do a review of it. Of course, everybody's favorite Cape Crusader, Batman himself. We are taking a look to see what's inside the mind of this dude. And all I can say is Batman is a sick frigging puppy. The things he does just to make sure that he's at peak performance, to make sure that he's evolved, to make sure he can handle all kinds of threats that occur to him, to the city, to people that he loves, is frigging amazing. This guy carries around a 10,000 bag on his back, basically, of all the guilt of every single thing that he needs to do. So here in this comic that we're going to be looking at, we're talking about Batman. I'm just going to go straight out. Batman, he is basically testing himself. At the beginning, we're not 100% sure what's happening. We see a younger version of him, and the whole purpose of this younger version of him is to basically say, hey, we need to strip down you to basically who and what you are and why you're doing what you're doing. And so Batman just like, hey, I don't hate kids. First of all, the kid starts throwing punches. Batman's like, yo, I don't hate kids. And he's like, yo, it doesn't matter. I'm going to kick your butt because I'm going to show you something. Batman, of course, tries to skip it, but guess what? He just cannot defeat this kid. This kid is equal to him, one punch at a time. And as he's fighting him, he's starting to get older, And of course, Batman's like, all right, now I can kick your butt. You're no longer 9 years old, whatever. But still, it's going on and on. And Batman's, one hit for one hit. They look the same, they dress the same, they talk the same. It is Batman. And what we're seeing here is that he just needs to figure out who and what he is. And as we're continuing through the program, we delve back into like his very first battle when he wasn't even have his suit and stuff, and Alfred had to help him out, because he was beaten, and we see that there's a reason, there's a draw that Batman takes to just battle these people. It's like he needs to fight back, and why? Because he knows all the frigging victims. He has a picture of all the frigging victims who've died, all the friggin' victims who've died under his watch. And yeah, according to Alfred, I think he said it was 231 people who died, 214 people who've died. But, in the year before that was 231. And before that was even more. But he doesn't want anyone, any innocence as far as he's concerned, to die. Though I have problems with that number because if you look at regular murder numbers in other cities and stuff like that, so a lot of bad guys are killing one another too. It's just not all just innocents who are dying. So this is a pretty interesting issue, like I said, because it really delves into his mind. It delves into what he has to do to make sure he's at peak performance. It's like that little folder he has, or I guess computer program he has, where he knows all the weaknesses of all the superheroes and how to overcome them. Batman has gone to some fanatical degree just trying to keep himself at peak performance. And the question is, who else would be so dedicated to the cause to make sure that, hey, I am okay. I am the one that I have to be at my best in order to prevent anything from happening to those who I love and to prevent anything from happening to people in my city. And it's Batman. And so this is a great comic because it goes into his mind. It tells us what type of dude he is. We've always known he was a psycho, but this just confirms it 100%, But that's another pretty interesting thing about the story. So this whole story goes through, and almost, I guess, 90% of the comic, 95% of the comic deals with his battling himself, battling the program, battling what who he is as Batman. But there's only 2 pages of him being Bruce Wayne, 2 or 3 pages, and this is indicative of who he is. He's not Bruce Wayne. He's Batman. Bruce Wayne is his alter ego. So hey, I say run out and get this comic, especially if you want to understand the mind of one of the greatest detectives out there. Spinnerack out.